Hello students. So in last lecture we start molecular theory on the basis of surface tension. So in that theory we clear the concept of surface tension. Now today we define two definitions, that is definition of surface tension and surface energy. So first we define what is meant by surface tension. So surface tension, it is defined as the tangential force acting per unit length on both the sides of an imaginary line drawn on free surface of liquid. Suppose we take in this figure a free surface of liquid. So this is a diagram of free surface of liquid. In that figure, imagine line PQ of length L, capital L, which is drawn tangential to the free surface of liquid. Then surface tension is defined as, it is represented by letter capital T. So we got formula for surface tension is equal to force per unit length. Here force is represented by letter capital F, length is represented by letter capital L. So we got formula for surface tension capital T equal to F upon L. Now we find out SI unit of surface tension. So SI unit of surface tension is equal to, we got formula F upon L. So F in force is measured in Newton in SI system and length is measured in meter. So Newton per meter is the SI unit of surface tension. Similarly, we define its CGS unit. So CGS unit, again we get same formula, surface tension equal to F upon L. So force is measured in terms of dyne in CGS L and length is measured in terms of centimeter. So CGS unit of surface tension is equal to dyne per centimeter. Now we find out dimension of surface tension. To find out dimension, we know the formula for surface tension is equal to force per unit length. We know that dimension of force is equal to m1 L1 t raised to power minus 2 divided by L is the length. For length we write letter L1. So here is the L1, here is the L1. When we shift this L1 here, it becomes minus. So we got finally dimension of surface tension is equal to in square bracket m raised to power 1. Here is L raised to power 1 into L raised to power minus 1. So L raised to power 1 into L raised to power minus 1, that becomes L raised to power 0, T raised to power minus 2. So that is the dimension of surface tension. Now we can see some properties or some applications of surface tension. We know that there are some applications, that is when a toothpaste spreads more freely in mouth while cleaning the teeth because it contains a soap, it reduces surface tension. So that is the application of surface tension. Second application, if detergent is added in water, the surface tension reduces. That means the dirty cloths are cleaned in hot water also. So this increases area of contact and cleaning ability of a solution. So that is also application of surface tension. Third application of surface tension is mosquito eggs float on surface of water. So due to surface tension of water, when kerosene is sprayed on the water, then the surface tension decreases and eggs go down inside the water and the breeding of mosquitoes stop. So that is also the application of surface tension. Now we define what is meant by surface energy. So in last period we studied the surface tension on the basis of molecular theory. Here we know the free surface of liquid under tension due to the inward resultant cohesive force. Therefore, work is to be done against the inward force. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy. The potential energy is greater for molecule as the surface film as compared to molecule well inside the liquid. This extra potential energy is called the surface energy. Now we can define what is meant by actually surface energy. So surface energy, it is defined as the extra energy that liquid surface holds under isothermal conditions is called surface energy. And we know that SI unit of surface energy is joule, its Celsius unit of surface energy is earth, and dimension of surface energy is similar as to be work done, and that is equal to in square bracket m raised to power 1, l raised to power 2, t raised to power minus 2. So that is the dimension of surface energy. Similarly, we can define surface energy per unit area. So surface energy per unit area, it is defined as the potential energy per unit area of the liquid surface under isothermal conditions is called as surface energy per unit area. So we find out the formula for that. So we get surface energy per unit area is equal to surface energy upon area. Here surface energy upon area. There we find out this SI unit. So surface energy SI unit is joule and area SI unit is meter square. So its SI unit equal to joule per meter square. Similarly, we find out Celsius unit is erg per centimeter square. Now we find out the dimension of surface energy per unit area. So dimension of surface energy per unit area is as similar as surface tension. So that is equal to m raised to power 1, l raised to power 0, t raised to power minus 2. So these are the definitions of surface tension and surface energy. Now the next article is the relation between surface energy and surface tension. The 2-mark question should be asked for your board exam. For that, draw this diagram first. A, B, C, D. So let ABCD is a rectangular frame of wire on which wire PQ can be slid without friction. This frame ABCD having slider PQ which is dipped in a soap solution and taken out. What happens? The soap film ABPQ is formed here. So due to surface tension, force F will act on wire PQ and which tending to pull towards this AB side. So we know that surface tension is defined as surface tension. It is a tangential force acting per unit length. So we get formula T equal to F upon 2L. Here this term, from that equation, if we cross multiply, we get force F equal to 2 into TL. So call this as equation number 1. Here this term 2 is used for soap film because it has 2 free surfaces. So this is the upper surface or lower surface. There are 2 ends which are in contact with wire. So here we take this 2 due to soap film. Let wire PQ, this wire is pulled through distance dx to P dash Q dash position. Then due to pulling this force, the work has to be performed or work has to be done. This work done is given by dW is equal to force into displacement. But we know that value of force F, which is find out in equation number 1. So substitute value of F in this equation, we get dW equal to 2TL into dx. Here 2TL, here 2L into dx. This is nothing but it is equal to surface area dA. This 2L dx is nothing but it is equal to that increase in its surface area. So that increase in its surface area is represented by letter dA. So we get dW equal to T into dA. Put this value. So this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. So we get dW is equal to potential energy, and we substitute potential energy equal to T into dA. So we get T equal to potential energy upon dA. That means left hand side is the surface tension, which is equal to surface energy per unit area. So that is the relation between the surface energy and surface tension.